the sun already set?
Beselishonile
You
ilanga.
say it was dark, I assume the sun had already set.
Ilanga beselishonile ngoba uthebe kumnyama.
ilanga shona early ngo4 ilanga sobe selishonile makusebusika.
The sun sets early when it's winter, around 4. It already sets.
Mina ngalapha ngikwazi khona ukuthi ngabo4 ilanga mango June July ilanga sobe selishonile.
That's my
Number 4.
knowledge, that around 4, 5, around 4 in June or July, the sun will set.
And it was beginning to get dark, so I'm just trying to understand.
Beseqala ukuba mnyama.
Sengiphendule azangithe yebo kwaseqala kuba mnyama.
I've already answered. I said yes, it was beginning to be dark.
We just wish to refer you to the evidence in a trial within a trial on 26th of October 2023. Page 21, line 9, regarding this incident, the court, this was during the cross-examination of Lieutenant Colonel Rampaju by your counsel, Mr. Mgumezulu. The court asked Mr. Mgumezulu, I do not wish to interfere. Was this at night when this was happening in that Orlando dumping place? And then Mr. Mgumezulu, during the day, my lord, during the day. And the court asked, it was during the day, and Mr. Mgumezulu says yes.
Masipile sibiyele futhi ke kulo fakazi lo betrial within a trial lo obaphula ke mhla ka 26 October 2023 uthola ke case number 21 line number 9 ngale nkathi ke inkantolo nayo kube khona umbuzo wabuza wathi ebuza uMngomezulu ukuthi manje ke uthi ngale nkathi konzakala lesihlakalo lesi ke bekunini wathi uMngomezulu ke bekusemini wathi bekusemini ngalosuku makwenzakala konke lokho.
Esikhathi mhlawumbe ngoba wasimeshini emathabo kusemini. Ngoba mina akaze nangelanga lewana lokho bangashawa khona emini ngabo 1. Ikamera zami zokushaba kuba sebusuku sokumnyama.
I think it would have been better if he had mentioned the time when he said it was during the day, my lord, because I never mentioned anything about around 1 or during the day. When I was being assaulted, it was dark, very dark.
You mentioned that you were assaulted in the presence of Lieutenant Colonel Rampaju, is it correct?
Uya wathi ke ushawa kwakho ke kwenzeke naye uRaphadi ekhona khona lapho kunjalo.
Yeah, wayikhona.
Yes, he was present.
Did he say anything?
Ukhona mhlambe ke uRaphadi akusho ngale nkathi ushaywa wena.
Angithi ngangishubhiyo abuya khulume nami aphinda athi ngizokuyeka abakubulala. Angithi yona into eyisho vele. Phela vele kube ngafa ngaba ngikho phambi kwekhoti.
I was, my lord, at that time I was being electrocuted, and he will come to me and say,
Ngoba
He
khona
said,
wayebuya ngibuze nembuzo ngithi.
okay, he would ask me some questions, and he will say that he will let them kill me. My lord, they would have killed me if I was on that day.
Kuthiwa
I was
ngifuna
before the court.
kuthiwa ngifuna ukukhuluma iqiniso ngisho ukuthi azange ngibulala usenzo nangikwazi nokufaka ngigangi ngiyasebenza.
And there were allegations that I don't want to tell them the truth, and I told them that I'm not a criminal, I work.
Is it all that you said that if you don't cooperate, you let them kill you?
Yikho lokho kuphela kusho ukuthi mangabe uyawusebenzisana naye uzobayeka bakubulala.
Ziningi izinto ezikhuluma ngisho njalo phambi kodwa khona manje ngiqeda ukukhuluma ziningi ngabe into bengishubhe beyangibuza imibuzo namanje ngifuna ukukhuluma iqiniso ngithi iqiniso alikho enginalo.
There were a lot of things, my lord, that were being said. They will shoot me, and he will come and come to me and ask me if I still maintain that I don't want to tell them the truth, and I told them that I don't have any truth to tell them.
Yes, what else did he say? He
Utheni
said,
futhi okunye?
asking you if you are still not prepared to tell the truth.
ngaphandle kokuthi ke awufuna ubatshela iqiniso yini okunye ukuthi ayakusho.
athi bazongiyeka ngithi bangani ngiyashubheka athi bazongiyeka ngithi bangibulala ngithi.
And at that moment they were electrocuting me and he said he would let them kill me.
So is it already said that you are not, let them electrocute you and kill you, and also ask you as whether you're still not prepared to tell the truth?
Manje yikho kodwa lokho akushilo ukuthi uzobayeka bakubulale.
Angisho
Nokuthi
mama.
futhi wena futhi namanje awakafuni ubatshela iqiniso. Ngisho nje kuphela.
Ngithi mina Nkosi enkantolo ziningi izinto ayizikhuluma
That's not what I said, my lord. I said
Yeah.
there were lots of things that he said.
ngoba uma uzongishubha ngapho ngifaka uplastic ingqondo yami uthi ayiye kuphi izogcina ingqondo engathi ayisebenza phela uplastic ubuhlungu.
My lord, because when I'm being electrocuted and they put plastic bag on my head, I will lose my mind, my lord. I'll end up not being able to think straight.
You can't think of other things that you say he said.
Awukwazi ukuthi ungakhuluma ezinye izinto ke azisho kuwe.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyashubhiwa ngapha lokho ngibuziwe imibuzo ukuthi wawukuphela ngaso ubani wabulala usenzo ngithi mina ngazi next.
My lord, I've been electrocuted and a question are posed to me of where I was on this particular day, where I was when Senzo was killed.
Ngapha mangithi angazi next ngiphinde ngifake uplastic ngifostele ukuthi ngikhuluma into engayazi ngingazi lutho.
And each time when I was telling them that I have no idea, they will now put plastic and then they will force me to say or to admit to something that I don't know.
Did anyone there ask if you were still alive?
Kulabantu bebakhona lo khona mhlawumbe umunye wabuza ukuthi usaphila na.
Angithi ngalesi sikhathi sengilele phansi angithi kusho yena ngithi ukuthi usaphila lo muntu ngiyayilamulela nami.
On that time, my lord, when I was now down, lying down, he then asked if this person is still alive. That's what he uttered.
Who uttered that?
Ubani osho njalo? Ubani owasho njalo?
Angithi
Usaphila na?
ngangikhuluma nawo baba uRapata ngithi.
I was talking to Rapata, my lord.
Did you?
And ibhlungu lento ayenza ke uthi ethi ezothi ekhotha uyiphoyisa elikhuluma ukuthi ngishubhiwe phambi kwakhe ibhlungu lo nto ehlizweni nami nami.
What he has done to me, my lord, is very painful. As a high-ranking official, like he will allow something like this to happen in his presence for me to be electrocuted.
Ngoba
That is very painful.
ngangazi ukuthi uyiphoyisa elikhulu ngiqala ukuzwa lapha ukuthi uyiphoyisa kodwa kubhlungu ehlizweni nami nami.
At that time, I had no knowledge that he was a high-ranking police official. I only knew about that when I appeared before the court, and it was painful.
Did you mention anywhere during the trial, within the trial, and evidence in chief that Colonel Rapado asked if you were still alive when you were lying on the ground?
Manje ke ngale nkathi ke uthola ubufakazi bakho le kwi-trial within a trial ke le yakhona ke ngayo November ngale nkathi uthola ubufakazi bakho la ecourt ngale cala leli ke khona lapho ke owasho khona ukuthi uRapadi wabuza lo mbuzo ukuthi usaphila lo muntu ngale nkathi ulele phansi uye wakusho lokho ecourt ngale nkathi eqaleni nkathi uthola ubufakazi namanje kwesibili uma uthola ubufakazi.
Mina ngayikhuluma lapha ecourt yonke into ayikho into engayikhulumanga ecourt.
I mentioned everything before the court. There's nothing that I left out.
Ngoba nosho ummeli wami nguye bengilida ngimphendula aswate ngikutshena ecourt.
And even when my attorney was leading me, I will answer to his questions to the court.
Did you mention that in your evidence in chief?
Ukuthi ke uRapadi wathi ke usaphila lo muntu ngicacele phansi ke uyakusho ngale nkathi ke uthola ubufakazi bakho kule cala leli silimela namhlanje.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngakhuluma lami.
Yes, I did, my lord.
Yes, the record will speak for itself, but I couldn't immediately find the portion where you mentioned this aspect.
Uthi ke umbuso ke ama record nayo azozikhulumela ke kodwa ke uma eloke ephenya lapha akayitholi ke indawo lapho ke ekhombisayo ke ukuthi wena washo ukuthi ke uRapadi uyabuza ukuthi usaphila nalo muntu ngale nkathi ulele phansi.
Khona manje nakho uqeda ukukhuluma ngabe ithathaphi kanti.
But we just spoke about the same thing. Where do you get that from?
Yes, there's a proposition that was made by Mr. Ngumizulu to Sergeant Mukhani
Le inkulumo ke
On the 7th of November 2023, page 26, line 21.
le ke engisho mina ke ngithatha kuphi ke ile nkulumo ke eyabekwa uyena uMngomezulu ayibekele uMkhane ukuthi ke mhla ka 7 ngale ngathi kuthula ubufakazi ukhona mhla ka 7 November ngo2023 page number 26 line number 24
ayibekela umkhana lo baba uRaphatha.
are you putting to Mohano Rapat?
So it's page 27, but still during the proceedings of 7 November 2023, line 22, Mr. Mgumezulu, this is during the cross-examination of Sergeant Mokhane. And he says, there is something that I have omitted which was said by Colonel Rapadu at Orlando. Colonel Rapadu, after he observed the assault and the chipping of the accused person, he asked if this person is still alive.
Uthi umbuzo ke lora ke into fakazi obakhuluma ke ngale nkathi uMngomezulu ebeka imibuzo ke ulona uMkhane wathi uMngomezulu ke khona ke into ke engikhohle ukuyisho ke uthi ke ngale nkathi ke belaphayana ke uRaphani emva bamchoke ke na uNtanzi uRaphani wabuza ukuthi usaphila nalowo muntu lo inkulumo beke uMngomezulu kodwa esuka ke emlomeni wakho.
Okay, ngiyakuzwa.
I do get what you're saying.
Ukuthi qala bengicanga ukuthi wayekhuluma kuRaphatha bengazwanga ukuthi umkhana teswa nje ngibuza.
Initially I thought maybe you said it was a proposition to Rapadi. I did not understand the question.
And we have put this proposition to, if one looks at your evidence in chief, on the 11th of February 2026, from page 24, and further, you mentioned that Colonel Rapadu was writing. He only said you should tell him the truth.
Futhi ke uma ke sibheka ke inkulumo ke yakhulunywa ke lapha ku page number 24 nge-11 ka February 2026 ngale nkathi uthula yona ufakazi ku page number 24 ke ngale wena wathi ke ukhona le Rapadi yena ubebhala makabhala ke into akubuza wena uthola ukubuza wathi wena ke ubatshela iqiniso yikho nje lokho akusho bekhona kubhalayo wathi ubatshela iqiniso.
Uthi ufuna iqiniso ukuthi ubani umuntu wabulala uSenzo ukuthi mina ngazana.
Yes, he did mention that he wants the truth of who unalived Senzo, and I told him that I have no idea.
Yes. As we put it to that, we couldn't immediately find any reference in your evidence to the fact that he asked whether you were still alive when you were on the ground.
Njengoba nathi sishila ngaphambi ukuthi ke ngale nkathi lokuphenya lamaphepha lawa asikwazanga ukuthola ke lenkulumo lokhuluma oyikhulunyela ecourt ukuthi ke yena uRapadi uyawabuza ukuthi usaphila na akukho lapha emaphepheni enkulumeni yakho wena wayikhuluma ke ngale nkathi uthula ufakazi.
Kosenkantolo mangayikhuluma lapha phambi kwasenkantolo.
My Lord, I did mention that before the court.
You also testified that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu was writing on some documents.
Uye wathola futhi ufakazi la inkantolo wathi uRapadi ke ubele kwabhala ke emaphepheni athize nje. Bekhona into bekayibhala nje emaphepheni.
Angiyazi kayebhala ngithi ngiyambona ubamba ipeni nje baphatha amaphepha so angazi ukuthi ubhala ukuthini.
Yes, however I did not know exactly what he was writing. I could see him holding papers and also a pen, but I could not tell exactly what he was writing.
Ngoba ngisho imibuzo ngingabuziwa ngishubhiwa mabe ngidedela ngivula amehlo ubhizi uyayibhalela angazi ubhalani.
Because even at that time when I was being electrocuted, when I opened my eyes, I could still see him writing, even though I don't know what he was writing.
Your counsel asked you when you were giving your evidence in chief on the 11th of February 2026, page 26, line 21, Mr. Ramusipili, did Colonel Rapadu eventually finish to write what he was writing? Then he responded as follows: I did not see whether he completed it or not, because he held the documents to himself.
Futhi ke masesiqhubekela phambili ke ngale nkathi umnumzana kaMsipili ke kuyena obuza imibuzo ebuza wena ngale nkathi umela standing ke mhla ka-11 February ngo-2026 lokho sithola ku page number 26 ke uye wathi umbaba uMsipili ke ukhona uye waqeda na uRaphael ukubhala na wena wathi ke cha angizange ngize ngibone azange ngibone ukuthi ke uye waqeda lokhu bekakubhala ke lapha phansi.
Yebo Nkosi katela ngithi angibone next ngalokuthi yini ebhalwana iphepha likuye ipene kuye mina ngemphambo kwakhe angibone lutho ngapha.
Yes, my lord, I could not see exactly what he was writing because he had the paper in his possession and a pen. He was the one that was writing. I was not seeing what he was writing.
And you testified further, I did not know whether he was writing himself or whether there was already something written on the documents.
Uye wathi futhi ke awazi ukuthi ke yana khona kubhalile noma ke bekhona vele bese kubhaliwe la kula maphepha lawa ya.
Yebo ngoba ngaza.
Yes, because I don't know.
Ngoba ayikho inkulumo mina naye engemphambo kwakade usuka apha ekhaya ubani igama lakhe alandele ngibona ipeni yehla ayikho inkulumo enjalo.
Because we never had a conversation where he would ask me a question like where are you coming from, where is home, and at that moment maybe I will see him writing that information down. We did not have that occasion.
Are you saying he did not ask you your address?
Uthi azange akubuze ikheli lakho address yakho.
Ngathi mina lapha kodwa ngisakhumbula address wangibuza kodwa address angiboni into engangibuza but address amaphoyisa ayenayo omkhana.
I had mentioned before the court that I cannot recall if he asked me of my address. However, the police officers had the address already, Mohammed and them.
What happened to those documents that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu was writing on?
Manje ke kuye kwenzakala ngala maphepha la uRapadi bekabhala kuwona.
Mina mangiqeda ukuthiwa ngisayine ngizilamulela Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi hayi ngikhathele ngizwile mangiqeda kubeka signature ngibeka umono ngiyemotweni ukuthi amaphepha kwenziwani lapha babe khona angazi sengihlukene.
My lord, after they made me to sign, after I defended myself, telling them that I'm tired, it is enough, they gave me the papers to sign and then I went to the motor vehicle.
So you signed the documents that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu was writing on?
Uthi ke wena uye wasayinda la maphepha lawa uRapadi bekabhala kuwona.
Angazi noma yiwona lengiwasayinile phambi kwekhotha angithi angazi ngaphathi angifundelwanga nithi.
My lord, I don't know if those are the documents that I signed that on that particular day. They were not read back to me.
Ukube mhlambe ngafundela ngabe ngithi Nkosi enkantolo yebo yiwo manje angifundelwanga.
If they had read the documents back to me, I would have conceded to that.
But we just a short while ago asked us what happened to those documents, and we understood you to say you signed those documents and put your front page. What did we misunderstand?
Asikuzwanga kahle mawuthi ke amaphepha lawo ke kwenzakaleni ngawo wena waphendula wathi uye wasayinda waphinda wafaka futhi nesithupha sakho.
Yebo mase kuthiwa ngisayine kusho bona angisayinelanga nokusho bona.
Yes, that was the instruction from them that I should sign. I didn't sign on my own accord.
So you signed these documents that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu was completing, was writing on?
So usayine la maphepha lawo uRapadi bekabhala kuwona.
Cha ngazi noma yiyo abhala kuwo noma kusiwona ngazi azange ngifundelwe lutho.
I don't know if those are the same documents where he was writing on, since nothing was read back to me.
You testified as follows on page 29. On the 11th of February 2026, line 9, He said the only thing I heard was when it was said, bring him closer here. That is now when I was taken closer to Rapadu. Then your counsel asked you what transpired when you were brought closer to Colonel Rapadu. You responded, he would ask me, my lord, am I still not willing or prepared to tell the truth to a senior police officer? I would tell him that I know nothing. He would then tell me that he would let me or allow them to kill me. I would then keep quiet and not answer him or respond to him. Then your counsel at line 20 asks you, did there come a stage when these assaults perpetrated on you were stopped? Then you responded, when the assault stopped, it was when I was asked to sign. I then signed where I was told or asked to sign because I was provided with a pen to sign. And line on page 30, you testify they then also took out a pad where I was then asked to place where I would then be requested to put my thumbprint. And in the middle of the page, you testified as follows. That is when they flipped that pad, then I was then asked to affix my thumbprint.
So phinde sekulofakazi ke wabuthola ke mhla ka kodwa ku page number 29 ngale nkathi umzali bamsiphile kuyena ukuze imibuzo. Mr. Balo, do I start where it says how many times was the plastic bag used on you?
See where I put.
Okay. Futhi ke manje ngale nkathi uphendula ke wathi angizange ngibale inkosi enkantolo enyikhumbulayo ile nkathi ngimuzwa ngale nkathi ethi mletheni eduzane ile nkathi ke sebethatha yona bekisa kuyena phambi kwakhe umzane Rapadu. Phinde futhi uqhubeke futhi ke waphinda futhi ngalosuku lelo ke futhi ukuthi ngale nkathi ke sebamisa ke manje ke ukushaya inkosi enkantolo ilapho wena uye wasayinda wasosayinda ke lapho ke utshelwa khona ukuthi usayinde khona ngoba bayabakunikeza bona ipen lokuthi ke uzokwazi ukusayina. Uthi futhi bathatha ke ipad lento le yomunwe le ipad yakhona base bayikhipha ukuthi uzokwazi ukuthi ke uzokwazi ukubeka ke umuno isithupha sakho kuyona.
Yeah, awase ngophika phambi kwekhotho ngasho inkantolo ukuthi nangisayinile ngeforce ngathi bengisayina ngoba kuthanda kwami ngaphinde ngabeka isithupha ngoba kusho bona ayikho into engizenzele yona mina.
I did not dispute that, my lord. I did mention that I signed not voluntarily, but I was forced to do that, and also I had put or inserted my thumbprint.
So, Mr. Ntanzi, you signed those documents and also affix your thumbprint there at the very place near the board that was written Orlando.
Manje Mr. Ntanzi uthi ke wena khona lapho kuleya ndawo le ubona khona iboard lebhale Orlando yilapho uye wasayina lawo maphepha lawo waphinde futhi afaka nesithupha sakho konke lokwenzeka kuleya ndawo leya.
Yebo mina ngikusayina kwami yonke into ngiyenzele lapho.
Yes, my signing and everything was done in that place.
Futhi ngayisiza ngokusayina ngoba ngayeka ukushawa ngaleso sikhathi soba kube ngenqaba ngaba ngaqhutsheka ngashawa.
It was actually a blessing that I signed, because had it been I did not, they would not have stopped assaulting me.
phela nami ngumuntu ngiyaphefumula uma uzongifaka uplastic ekhanda ungithoshaka usukhomba konta ungizala.
I'm also human, and I can also feel pain. If one would put plastic on my head, it shows that, they've not given birth to me.
Now, these documents that you say Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu was writing on, where did they come from?
Manje ke lamaphepha la uthi ke uRaphadu bebhala kuwona abebuya lawo maphepha la.
Mina ngichazile ukuthi mangihamba noRaphathi ehamba efunda amaphepha kwimvilophi.
I had mentioned that when I was traveling with Raphadi, he was busy reading some documents which were from an envelope.
Masifika phe safika khona ngiyehle emotweni nawe uyehla uyahamba yalapha nayo imoto le BM ya reverse ipaka kahle bayehla benza lethi babeyenza babekhuluma lapha baqede bahlala phansi benze bayezenza mina kuthiwa mangisondele ngibuziwa lokho ngibuza ukuthi awukuphi ngibona nabulelo senzo ukuthi mina ngasi.
When we got there, we both highlighted from the motor vehicle. He went closer to the BM. Both of them, they have a communication. And then I'm being also called and being asked who killed Senzo.
Uma bhenu yakho emotweni ubuya nawo lamaphepha futhi uya nawo khona la le envelope engaka le ngangilokhu ngihamba nawo ngehlukani nawo.
Mabena goes to the motor vehicle, brings back these documents which were in the envelope. They were always with them.
Are these the same documents that were in the envelope that you say was handed to Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu?
Manje lamaphepha la iwana la base envelope yiwo la uthi anikeza uColonel Rapadu.
Angaze ngiwafunde kodwa mangikhuluma ngemvilophi ebrown ngabona imvilophi ebrown e1 azange ngiphinda ngibone enye imvilophi ngalolo langa le ngabona imvilophi ebrown e1.
I did not see the document, my lord, but what I'm saying is I only saw one brown envelope on that day.
Ukuthi phakathi kamaphepha ayekhona phakathi ayemangaka ngazi.
Of what it was contained inside the envelope, I have no knowledge of.
So Brigadier Gininda's role was just confined to him arriving there in the white BMW with Sergeant Mokola, then sitting on the edge of the boot of the vehicle.
Manje ke umsebenzi nje kaGinindi into ayenza kusuka ukuthi afike laphana ke ngemoto iBMW emhlophe eza nayo Sergeant Mokola maqeda wahlala nje phela lapha eBMW ngasemuva ebhuthini.
Naye ngithi
Into phela ayenza kuphela le.
nawe uyakhuluma ke mangithi ade manje ngifuna ukukhuluma iqiniso.
No, there are some things that he said to me, asking me if I still don't want to tell them the truth.
Ngoba vele umsebenzi wakho lokubhalisa lama confession nawe uthi uqala ngaleli cala lokho amacala kala ama confession eyitatimende.
Because it is his job to always write confession. This is not the first case where he writes or takes a confession. All his cases have confessions.
But how do you know that?
Manje ukwazi njani lokho?
Nazi ibosho tshela memela ubosho lokho Ginindi une confession memela 2 confession.
I have other prisoners I stay with in jail, my lord. But Memela.
Memela.
Okay, Memela was also arrested by Gininda. There's 2 confessions that are said to be made by him.
Just to come back to the issue at hand, you say after the arrival of Brigadier Gininda, he sat on the edge of the boot of his car, and he also asked you as to whether he is still not prepared to tell the truth.
Masiphinde sibuyele futhi emuva uthi ngale nkathi ke uGininda efika uye wahlala kapha egcine nje kwebhuthi lo moto le azengayo wasethi ke manje namanje akwazimisela ukwatshe iqiniso kusho njalo
Kosenkantolo uGinindi uyahlala phansi uyasukuma ezekimi la phambi kwami ngoba mina ngimeli ethi namanje ngifuna ukutshela iqiniso vele uzwile ngami ukuthi ngiyedelela ngithi mina akekho umuntu engimdelelayo kuyangimangasa ukuthi mayiphuma emlonyeni wakho ungaka uzotshela nangengane ukuthi ngiyedelela.
My lord, what happened is Gininda at some point he will come closer to me, and then utter these words that I don't want to tell them the truth, and he will further say that he heard that I am disrespectful, and I told him that I am not disrespectful to him, my lord.
Yes, what else did he do?
Wayenzani futhi?
Ziningi izinto Kosenkantolo ekhuluma buyaqhela akhulume nocingo ngefoni ungasiphethe ukhuluma nobani. Ziningi izinto zazenzeka.
There were lots of things that happened, my lord. At some point, he will move away and then have a conversation on his phone.
Abuya sondele kubaba uRaphatha behlale phansi benze kwabakwenzanga.
And then he will also go to Rapadi to do whatever they were doing, where they were seated.
The the record will speak for itself, but we could not find any reference in your evidence to the fact that Brigadier Gininda said he heard that you are disrespectful.
Ama-records yena wazozikhulumela ke ngokodwa masisilokubheka laphayana ayikho indawo lapha kuma-record wakho efakazini bakho wena okushilo lapho-ke uye wabeka la nkantolo ukuthi uGininda uye wathi-ke wena uyadelela akukho lapha kulabaphepha wakho
konke lamaphepha kuba ngathi uGininda wathi ngiyadelela
angizwa.
konke lama-record lama kukho bathi uGininda khona ngiyadelela.
Are you saying in all the records there's no place where I had mentioned that it was alleged that I'm disrespectful?
No, in your evidence in chief regarding that incident there near the board that was written on.
Cha hayi wonke amaphepha sikhuluma ngale ngofakazi bakho lenkulumo lewakhuluma izinto ezenzeka lapha kuleya ndawo lebe ne-board lebe ibhalwe u-Albertine.
Ngethemba mina wangilapha nje ngizokhuluma nje ngizotshena ikhodi mina ngifunda ama-record anama-record ejele and uhlala nama-record e-ofisini yakhe mina ngikhuluma into engangikhuluma yayenzeka.
My Lord, I am here before the court to come and actually narrate of what has happened. I'm not talking about the records. I don't have the records. You have the records. But I'm actually narrating of the happenings on that day.
You see, Mr. Ntanzi, the version that was put to Sergeant Mohani differs from your evidence and would point out to you in which respect. On the 7th of November 2023, page 26, line 13, during the cross-examination of Sergeant Mohani, Mr. Mgumzulu made the following proposition to him. I will request you to deny or admit and substantiate if necessary. When he arrived, that is not Brigadier Gininda, he opened the boot of his BMW and sat on the edge of the boot and more importantly, and took out certain documents.
Mnumzane Ntanzi, sasibuyele futhi emuva ke sibuya laphana ke ubufakazi lobo obuthula ke mhla ka-7 November ngo-27 November 2023 upage 26 line 13 ngale nkathi ke ummeli wakho uMngomezulu uyena ubuza imibuzo ebuza uMohane ke uthi ke uMngomezulu kuMohane ke ngathanda ukuthi mhlawumbe uphikise noma uvume uphinde futhi ke uchaze kabanzi mangabe ke kwenzeka ke uthi ke uMngomezulu ke ngalosuku lolu Gininda ke efika laphayana uye wafika makafika ke wase evula ibhuti wasehlala ke egcineni noma eceleni kwebhuti wasekhipha ke amaphepha inkulumo ebeke ummeli wakho uMngomezulu ebekela ummeli ukuthi yilokho kwenzeka ngalelo suku.
Ukhuluma ngalo uMngomezulu sikhuluma ngemvilophi phamithi.
There we're talking about an envelope, isn't it?
Lele ephethe uraphathi nawe ufika uhlala naye lababuka le mvilophi.
This envelope that initially that Rapadi had, they're both sitting there with this same envelope.
Ingakho mina ngitshela ikhoti amaphepha ephakathi angiwazi ukuthi ayemangana ukuthi ayebhala ukuthini kube ngangiwabalile mhlawumbe ngizotshela ikhoti okungcono.
This is the reason I told the court that I don't know how many documents were inside there. Had it been I counted them, I would be in a better position to answer to that.
No, Mr. Ntanzi. The proposition is clear, is that Brigadier Gininda took out certain documents.
Mzwane Ntanzi, into esibekela yona isobala nje. Ithi ummeli wakho makabekela uMohane, uthi ummeli wakho ke uGininda uyena owakhipha amaphepha.
Because inkantolo sikhuluma ngemvilophi amthi amaphepha anto akhishwa uraphathi akhishwa uGininda. Sikhuluma nge-envelope eyi-1. Asikhulumi nge-envelope ehlukene lapha. Sikhuluma nge-envelope. Amaphepha ephakathi angiwazi ayemangaki.
My Lord, we're talking about one envelope. We're not talking about many envelopes. However, I don't know how many documents or papers were inside that one envelope.
Iyona lento engichazela ikhoti ngiwazi amaphepha ephakathi mangaka ayo-3 ayo-4 angiwazi.
That is what I'm explaining to the court, my Lord, that I don't know exactly how many papers were inside, whether there were 3 or how many. I have no knowledge of that.
Did you testify that Brigadier Gininda took out certain documents?
Manje wena ngomlomo wakho wathula ufakazi ukuthi ke uBrigadier Gininda khona amaphepha awakhipha.
Nenike manje uliqalela.
When, now or before?
In your evidence in chief?
Ngale nkathi wena uthula ufakazi wakho before uke washo wena la court ukuthi uGininda uyena umuntu owakhipha amaphepha.
kade umngomezulu ayithathaphi lokho nami ngikhona lapha phambi kwebhokisi ake ngikhona lapha ekhotha kuthiwa ngizosiphendulela ngento
Where did Ngomezulu get that from then? Because I'm here before the court, I'm here to answer for myself.
ngoba ikhotha ithi asingena lapha ebhokisini sisiphendulele iy'nsolo esithwesa zona ngimi lapha ngangizophendula zona lamacala ongithwesa wona engingawazi.
The court said we should come into the dock and, respond or answer to the allegations. I'm here to do exactly that, to respond to the allegations that I know nothing about.
Mr. Ntanzi, I'm asking you, did you testify about the fact that Brigadier Gininda took out certain documents?
Ndantanzi-ke umbuzo wami uthi-ke wena-ke uye washo na ukuthi uGininda khona amaphepha athize aye wawakhipha ukushilo wena lokho la ecourt.
ngathi mina kodwa babehleli befunda amaphepha
I said to the
La.
court they were seated reading some documents.
yena nobaba uraphat behleli lapha ebhutini bebhizi ngamaphepha la
Himself and Rapati, they were seated on the booth busy reading the documents.
Is it your answer to the question that we posed to you?
When-
As to whether you testified about the fact that Brigadier Gininda took out certain documents?
Iyona impendulo yakho kulo mbuzo sikubuzo wona ukuthi-ke wena-ke uko washo la enkantolo ukuthi-ke uGininda ukhiphe amaphepha.
yebo yona answer yami
Yes, that's my answer.
ngoba uhleli noraphat angithi na uphetha wakho amaphepha na uphetha uwakhipha khona kule envelope
Yes, because he is seated with Rapadi. He has his set of documents and Rapadi has, but those documents are from this same envelope.
Now, during the proceedings of 26th of October 2023, page 20, Mr. Ngomezulu made the following proposition to Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu. He says he will deny the fact that he ever made this statement. Neither was the statement read back to him. He never made such a statement. The statement came with Brigadier Gininda, and he was ordered to sign that statement.
Masasiya-ke ngofakazi-ke obakhulunywa-ke mhla ka-26 October ngo-2023 upage number 20 ngale nkathi uMngomezulu-ke esabeka imibuzo-ke uthi umnumzane Ngomezulu-ke yena-ke uNtanzi uzowala ukuthi-ke ngalo suku lolo-ke uyawenza statement futhi statement lesi zange azafundelwe sona i-statement lesi size naye uGininda
That is not your evidence. Is it correct, Mr.
kodwa wena awusho njalo angithi
mina nkosi enkantolo ngiyaphinda ngithi mina i-envelope amaphepha lawo envelope angiwazi wayebhala ukuthini.
My Lord, I am repeating myself again to say that I don't know what was written on those documents that are from the envelope.
ngiphinde futhi inkosi enkantolo azange ngibhale statement.
And repeating myself again that I did not write a statement.
uraphato nombotho uraphato nobaba lo noGininda fele bechazela icourt ubani obhalele lesi statement phakathi kwabo boyi-2.
It's Rapadu and Gininda who must give an explanation to the court as to who wrote that statement between the two of them.
Mr. Ntanzi, the proposition is clear that the statement came with Brigadier Gininda, and you were then ordered to sign that statement.
Mnumzane, ngendlela ke kuyabeka umnumzane uNgomezulu-ke uMngomezulu wathi-ke i-statement size noGininda wena kwasekuthi usayine le statement leso.
Ya statement ngisalele ngingazi ukuthi siphuma pha ngithi mina ngishawa ngithi.
Yes, I signed the statement, my lord, even though I did not know exactly where the statement was coming from, and the reason for that is that I was being assaulted.
Nobaba uraphato lamaphepha ewafunda ngwabonanga wayebhala ukuthini.
Even Mr. Rapati, these documents that he was reading, I did not know what was written on them.
Futhi na mazanga ngifundele mina uqobo.
And he did not read those documents back to me.
Well, before we put this proposition to you, you have always maintained that the documents that we signed were in the envelope that was handed to Lieutenant Colonel Rapadi.
Uloku umile kulodaba ukuthi-ke la maphepha lawa-ke abengaphakathi kwe-envelope le yanikezwa-ke uColonel Rapati.
Was it not your evidence, Mr. Ntanzi?
Usho njalo
Ngicela ungiphindele.
ukuthi-ke la maphepha lawa-ke esikhuluma ngayo ke bongaphakathi kwe-envelope le eyanikezwa uRapado.
Yeah.
Yes,
Angwabonanga ukuthi ebhala ukuthini kodwa.
even though I did not see what was written on them.
Here the proposition is clear to Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu that the statement came with Brigadier Gininda and you were then ordered to sign that statement.
Manje ke inkulumo ke isobala futhi ke iqondile ke ummeli wakho wathi amaphepha lawa eza no Brigadier Gininda wena ke waseke uphuqolo lokuthi wasayinde lawo maphepha.
Khona manje ngicela ukutshela icourt ukuthi mina uGininde mayesehlele noRapado noGininde uphethe amaphepha ngabe noRapado uphethe amaphepha babhizi la. Ngizothi liphi elifike noGininde liphi elingafika elifike noRapado ngoba phela angiwazi akaze
I've just
ngabone.
mentioned that both of them had documents with them. Gininda had document with them and with him and Rapadi also. They are both looking at the document, so I cannot tell as to which documents came with Gininda and which one came with Rapadi.
We can deal it there for argument. You testified earlier on that you signed the documents and also affixed your thumbprint on the documents there near the board that was written Orlando. You said everything was completed there.
Uye wathi futhi ke yonke into ke yenzeka futhi yaphelela khona lapha kule ndawo leya ene board ye Orlando lapho ke wasayinda khona amaphepha waphinde futhi wabeka futhi nesithuba.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Ngisho
correct.
njalo.
That's what I said.
There was nothing that was signed at the later stage.
Akukho kwasayindwa emva kwalokho.
Ngase ngiqedile nje nokusayina.
I was done signing.
Yes, so nothing was signed at the later stage.
Akukho okunye futhi okasayindwa futhi emva kwalokho. So
Ma-
qedisa akukho lapho wasayinda futhi wasayindiswa khona futhi.
Ngize ngasayina ePhukeng ngithi manje sisuke lapha kuRapado ngaye ePhukeng ngize ngafika ukusayina ePhukeng.
I signed something at Phukeng because when we left Rapado, we proceeded to Phukeng. That's when I had something that I signed also.
No, Mr. Ntan, we talk about this document that you say you signed there at a place where near the board that was written Orlando. You say everything was completed there. You signed the document, you put your thumbprint. You did not have to sign anything at any other place on that day.
Sikhuluma ngalosuku lona lolo ke uye wathi ke konke nakwenza khona lapha kule ndawo lena le board ebhalwe sorry le board lebhalwe Orlando. Uthi yonke into wasayinda lapha waphinde futhi wafaka nomunye wakho lapha sikhuluma ngalosuku lolo.
Yeah, ngikwenze konke mina.
Yes, everything was done there.
You see, Mr. Ngumezulu made the following proposition to Sergeant Mohani on the 7th of November 2023, page 26. At line 18, Mr. Ngumezulu says you gave these documents to, this now the documents from Brigadier Gininda. So you gave these documents to Colonel Rapadu, and that is when accused two was forced to sign those documents. Then at line 22, there were documents or there were pages that were not stamped with his stamp. As a result, they were completed at Moroka Police Station.
Bona ke uthi ke umngane Mngomezulu ke ommeli wakho ke ngalenkathi ke kuye ke ubuzini ubuzwe kuyena ke ngalosuku lo 7 November 2023 uthi ke uMngomezulu ke amaphepha lawo ke anikezwa ke yena uRapadi uaccused number 2 waseforced ukuthi awasayine amaphepha lawo athi futhi uMngomezulu ke bekhona amanye amaphepha lawo bengana system okwenzeka ke naqhubekela ke eMoroka Police Station thamba yostand ayostandwa lawo maphepha.
Mina amaphepha enganezela ngawasayina khona phambi kwabo bengigumli handcover one ngabe kumona ngafaka ipeni.
My lord, the documents that I was given, I signed them at that spot. What they did, they just untied one of the handcuff and I fixed my thumbprint.
So you distance yourself from this proposition?
Manje ke wena manje ke kule nkulumo le yabeka ummeli wakho uyasusa kuyona ukuthi nathi wasayinda amanye angana stamp naseniyaphi niyale eMoroka Police Station.
Cha nkosi enkantolo mina ngisayine yonke into esigangeni.
My Lord, I signed everything at the field. I signed everything at the field.
We're still looking for a portion where the court asked Mr. Mgumezulu where at the police station where this document signed, and he said it was there in front of other police officers.
Ngisafunana nendawo lapha ngale nkathi inkantolo ibuza uMgomezulu kodwa amaphepha lawa ke asayinwa kuphi lapha police station wathi uMgomezulu khona laphana ke phambi kwamanye amaphoyisa lawo wakhona nawo lapho.
But you differ from that.
Iproblem ilapha ukuthi amaphoyisa vele ayikhona mangisayina not a police station lapha esasikhona esigangeni.
My Lord, indeed police officers were there when I signed the document, but not at the police station, at the field where we were.
Mr. Ntanzi, you'll recall that your version as far as the statement that was made to the magistrate, Ms. Clonier, on the 24th of June 2020, your version is also that the statement was not signed in Ms. Clonier's office, that you were taken to an industrial area in Jamestown, is that correct?
Mzwane Ntanzi ke mase siphinde futhi sibele emuva futhi sibheka futhi statement sakho leso wasenza kumantshi ke uMrs Chronier mhla ka 24 June ngo2020 wena wathi futhi nalapho istatement azange sisayinde lapha officeini leka Mrs Chronier okwenziwa wathatha wena wayesale emafemini ilapho kwasayindwa khona.
Siqale silungisela ngingashuwe phambi kodwa mina ngenza le statement engasenza kumama uGonye.
Firstly, let us correct this. It should not be said that I made a statement in front of Mrs. Chronier.
Yeah.
Well, your version, a statement was brought. You were taken to an industrial area in Jamestown. A statement was then brought for you to sign.
Uthi ke istatement salethwa kuwena wase ke uthathwa ke uyisale emafemini eJamestown.
Salethwa kimi.
Yep. Salethwa istatement beza naso istatement.
Bona ayimina athi
beza
ungasho
naso.
salethwa kimi. Bona beze ngesikuba mina ngiphethe mix esandla mina ngikhafiwe izandla nenyawo.
They are the ones who came the statement that did not have anything in my possession. I was cuffed, my legs and my hands.
And your version also, as far as that confession statement is concerned, you say Brigadier Gininda and Sergeant Mukola also arrived there at the industrial area in Jamestown.
Uthi futhi ke ngokuya ngale confession lena futhi ke uMukhola noGilinda baye bafika lapha emafemini lapha eJamestown.
Yeah, bakuphela ngisho isikhathi esingakanani masingena phakathi babengena nabo ngemoto.
It did not take time after we went inside. They also came.
Ngendlela kwenzeka
With
ngayo
the vehicle.
akukhomba ukuthi abantu babesekudeni kukhomba ukuthi abantu babekhona around hayi ukuthi abantu babesekudeni ngendlela nje kwenzeka ngayo.
The way things unfolded, it was clear that they were not far. It looked like people who were around the area.
So there are these similarities between what you say happened there at Orlando and at the industrial area in Jamestown, namely that Brigadier Gininda and Sergeant Mukola make their appearance, and you are then forced to sign the statements.
Mzwane Ntanzi ke khona ke izinto ke ezifanayo ezehlakaleni ezenzeka laphana ngale ngase Orlando nale emafemini ke eJamestown ngoba wena uthi ke kule ndawo zombili ke uGininda noMohane sebayafika nabo mabafika ilapho ke manje sebaza ke nestatement abakwenza ukuthi usign.
Umkhane inkosi enkantolo mina ngihamba naye akafikanga ngihamba naye umuntu wafika ngumkhula noGininda.
Mokhane was with me. The people that came is Mukola and Gininda.
Yes, we were referring to Brigadier Gininda and Sergeant Mukola.
Yebo sikhuluma ke ngayo Gininda noMukola.
Yeah.
Yes.
Akhomba khona ukuthi babengekho ekudeni ngoba masifika nabo naba akhomba ukuthi babengekho ekudeni babekhona duzana.
Said that they were not far because as we arrived, they also arrived.
So you say on the 19th of June 2020, they there at near the Orlando port, they also made Brigadier Gininda and Sergeant Mukola made their appearance
Manje
you
ukuthi-ke
were assaulted and then forced to sign the documents.
uthi-ke nalaphayana-ke laphaya ngase-Orlando uSergeant Mukhula naye iGinenda futhi bayafika wasushaywa nalapho futhi-ke uFoster uphoqelele ukuthi-ke usayinde-ke statement.
yebo kuba bebengangishaya ngaba ngisayinanga
Yes, because had it been they did not assault me, I would not have signed that statement.
nalapha phambi kwekhoti bengingaba ngina-signature yami kube bengangithoshari.
If I was not tortured, my lord, even before the court, none of the documents would have had my signature.
And you say the same scenario played itself out on the 24th of June 2020, there at the Germiston Industrial Area.
Uthi futhi-ke into efanayo nayo laphayana Orlando-ke iyenzakala lapha ngalakhathi lapha emafemini lapha eGermiston.
yebo ngoba wayengifoster
Yes, because he was forcing me.
ngoba vele akusile ilanga akusimina ngedwa ngifoster ngisane baningi asebafostile phambilini.
Because I am not the only one, my lord, that he forces to sign document. There's lots of other people before that he has done the same thing.
We just wish to come back to the earlier proposition that we made, that we're still looking for the relevant passage in the record where your legal representative, Mr. Ngumezulu, said you signed the documents at Moroka Police Station. This is during the proceedings of 26 October 2023, page 19.
Must be the-
We'll give you the documents. At Mr. Ngomezulu, we wish to place on record that the parties were swapped around. This is the proposition by Mr. Ngomezulu. My instruction is further to say that these documents were not all signed and there was no attachment of the thumbprint, so it was said to be incomplete. As a result, after they departed from that place, he was booked back to Moroka Police Station. Then Mr. Rapadi, I will disagree with that. It was done once in the office and I took the document with me. And then the court asked Mr. Ngumezulu, sorry Mr. Ngumezulu, you say it was discovered that these documents were not complete. What do you mean by that? Then Mr. Ngumezulu, line 19, by signing, in the court at line 20, these documents were not completed. Mr. Ngumezulu, the pro forma, yes. And the court said they were not. Mr. Ngumezulu completed in terms of signing. And then the court said they were half signed. In other words, then Mr. Ngumezulu says half signed. Then on page 20, the court's line 1 to 2, and the fingerprints also were half indented into the documents. Then Mr. Ngumezulu, that is correct or not? And the court said the process was finished. Then Mr. Ngumezulu, at Moroka Police Station, my lord.
Siphinde futhi sibuyele emuva ngale nkathi uNgomezulu kuyena-ke obuza imibuzo kuRapadi. Uthi uNgomezulu-ke ngitsheliwe ama-instruction ami-ke aphuma kuyena-ke umfaka umsolwa lo wesibili ukuthi-ke ukuthi lamaphepha azangasayinde wonke and futhi-ke naye mina futhi azangifake kuyo yonke indawo futhi ngamagama-ke awaphelelanga noma awaqedwanga ukuthi-ke asayinwe noma abhale kahle-ke wasethathwa-ke umsolwa wesibili-ke waseyiswa kuphi bambhuka futhi bambuyisela lapha eMoroka Police Station. Bakubuyisela futhi khona lapha eMoroka Police Station. Ithi inkantolo-ke manje-ke sorry mnumzane Ngomezulu-ke uthi-ke uyawathola ukuthi-ke lamaphepha lawo-ke bewangaphelelanga noma bangabhalanga ngokuphelelwa na. wathi uNgomezulu ngiqhubeka ngokusayina lapha la Nkosi enkantolo. Bathi Nkosi enkantolo ke uthi amaphepha lawo beyangacomplete angazange aqedwe na. Uthi uNgomezulu yebo ke Nkosi enkantolo. Yathi icourt ke uthi ngamagama ke babangasalanga yonke indawo ngamanye amagama. Uthi half signed basayine phela half abanye basayine yonke into. Uthi futhi ke nesithuba futhi naso ke besifakwe esingaphelanga beku uhalf wakhona na. Uthi uNgomezulu yebo kunjalo Nkosi enkantolo. Uthi ke manje uthi court ke manje uthi ngamagama ke bebangayenzanga yonke into efuneka iyenze baqeda ngalesuku lelo na. Uthi uNgomezulu ukwenzaka lapha eMoroka Police Station konke baqedela lapha eMoroka Police Station Nkosi enkantolo. Yathi court okay. Lokho kwenzeka phakathi koMgomezulu nenkantolo naye uRaphuzi ngalelo suku lelo 26 October 2023.
Nkosi enkantolo mina yonke into ngiyenzele lapha ngafaka umuntu ngafaka isignature ukuthi hayi manga amaphepha ngafaka singijakaze ngo-account no-account.
My lord, everything was done there. I fixed my thumbprint and also put my signature. As to how many documents I put my signature and thumbprint on, my lord, I have no idea because I did not count them.
We just want to read out line 10 as well. Line 11. At Moroka Police Station, Jonathan was present, including other police officers, when he signed for the second time, indenting his thumbprint to complete the signing of the document.
Masifunda ke uline number 11 ke uthi ke ngalenkathi silaphana ke eMoroka Police Station uJonathan nabanye bebekhona ngalenkathi ke nomsala wesibili ke esigned akwesibili ephinde futhi afaka futhi ke nesithupha sakhe.
Mina Nkosi enkantolo uJonathan ngisayine ekhona lapha esigangeni not police station phakathi.
No, my lord, I signed when at the field and Jonathan was also there, not at the police station,
Bekhona noButhelezi no Mabhena.
including Buthelezi and Mabena.
Ngawafuthi uMabhena yena wayekhomba ukuthi sayina la beka umuntu la sayina la beka umuntu.
And Mabena was the one that was showing me where to sign and where to affix the thumbprint.
Well, Mr. Ntanzi, Brigadier Gininda has been explained that he follows the best practice rule where he creates a distance between the person taking the confession and himself.
Mnumzane Ntanzi, umzane Gininda ke uyabeka kahle ukuthi ke ulandela ke imigomo noma ngendlela ekwenziwa ngayo mayelana ke nendaba le statement uthi ke uyasiqhelisa uyaqhela kakhulu emntwini othatha ke istatement.
Akulona iqiniso le.
My lord, that's not correct.
And we've already put this proposition to you, but just to put it in proper context. On the 28th of November 2023, page 38, line 9, says, my lord, I also established that he was, during my interaction, prepared also to make a confession to an independent police officer or official. This is now after the discussion that you had with him at Carlton.
Manje ke emva kokuthi yini benale ngxoxo lona ke nayo Gininda lapha eCarltonville ke ngimhlaka siloko sibona ke kulamaphepha ke ama-report ane-28 kaNovember ngo-2023 page 38 line 9 uthi ke uGininda ngemva kokuthi sikhulumile ke naye uNtanzi ke lapha eCarltonville ke ngike ngabona ukuthi ke uzimisele ukuthi ke angayenza ke confession.
Nkosi enkantolo akulona iqiniso le.
My lord, that is not correct.
Ngeke ngasho lapha khona ukuthi usengeyimithi yona.
I did mention before the court that my lord is just saying things that are not there.
Ukube ngangivolontiya ukubhala istatement wayengeke ngishuphe.
If I had volunteered, my lord, to give in a statement, you would not have went further to electrocute me.
Ngangeke ngitshene icourt ukuthi ngishayiwe bangazange bangishaye.
I would not have told the court that I was assaulted, was not assaulted.
Now, the fact that you say Sergeant Mukhani and the late Sergeant Mabena picked up Lieutenant Colonel Rapaju at Chris Hani Baragwana Hospital, traveled with him in the vehicle to this place near Orlando. Don't you think that would compromise the independence or the best practice that Brigadier Gininda referred to?
Le nkulumo lo uyawusho ukuthi ke yena uMabhena walanda ke uRaphadi laphana ke eKhizani Berekwane ke wase bahamba ngemoto eyodwa be Orlando. Ucabanga ukuthi ke lokho kungaze kwenzeke le migomo lo ayilandelayo Gininda ukuthi ke usebenza ngemigomo kuyiyona ngendlela futhi kuyiyona futhi yesiphoyisa.
Cha kusemgomo le.
No, that
This question is argumentative. The question that is posed to the witness is argumentative.
Yes,
Well,
it's argumentative.
I think we'll just rephrase that. We'll refer to the evidence of Brigadier Gininda on the 29th of November 2023, page 63, where he testified as follows. He said, yes, that is how the best practice, my lord, is that I could have taken it myself, that is now with reference to the confession of accused number 1, but it is normally preferred that someone independent should take such writing. It is how the best practice, that is how things are done all over the country.
masibheka ke ufakazi lo baka Gininda ke ngamuntu aphula ufakazi mhla ka 29 November ngo2023 page number 63 uyasho ukuthi ke la inkantolo yebo ke inkosi enkantolo ke indlela ekahle noma elungile ukwenziwa ngayo nambe engakhona ukuthi statement lesimthathe kodwa ke ngendlela esisebenza ngayo futhi indlela okuqondile ekwenza ngayo ke makuthatha statement kufanele uthola umuntu ke ongasebenzi ngale cala leli kube uyena othatha le confession le indlela esenza ngayo ke ile eningizimu yonke.
Manje ibaphi labo bantu laphambi kwekota abathathile labakangabazi yena.
Which independent people is he talking about now? These ones that he does not know, that is referring to.
Ngale nkulumo kayibhale lapha bangifundela yona nami laphambi.
According to what has been read to me here before the court, who are these independent people that are known to him that he used on that day?
Now, are you saying that the person who espoused the best practice is the same person who appeared on the 19th of June 2020 there near the board that was in Orlando, where you say you were assaulted and forced to sign certain documents?
I didn't get the first line.
Are you saying that this very same person who espouses the best practice is the person who came onto the scene there near the board that was written Orlando, where you say you were assaulted?
Manje ke uthi ke
My Lord, these questions, my Lord, as we said earlier, are best left for argument. How does the witness know the best practices of Mr. Gininda and how the police do their duties, my Lord? These questions are best left for argument. I respectfully submit, my Lord. That's the court process.
So you accept that you will leave it at that?
ummeli ke uyabeka ukuthi ke manje ke umntwana uGininda kufuneka azinjani ukuthi ke indlela ekahle amaphoyisa afuneka asebenze ngayo noma kufuneka ilandele yipi ke uthi ke lemibuzo yona ke ingcono ukuthi umbuzo ke ubekele eceleni.
Sometimes Mr. Ndansi asks questions. Like now he says, where are those people, where is that person who espouses the best practice? He's asking this question before the other one. I don't want to debate. I'm just saying sometimes this is what happens.
I've said yesterday, and I think we've hammered on this point. These bad questions emanate from how questions are posed to him, my Lord. And I've said it, I'm not going to regurgitate everything that I've said last week, yesterday, and today. That's the consistency.
yabo ke ithi inkosi enkantolo ke noma singabheka sometimes nayo uNtanzi nayo uyena unokubuza imibuzo enzane yenza ukuthi manje ke imibuzo make kube khona imibuzo ebuza phezulu kwaloko ke
We've indicated that we just want, we will not pursue that now. We'll raise
Okay,
it
fine, yeah.
in the argument. We're just looking for a portion where Lieutenant Brigadier Ginila testified that Lieutenant Colonel Rapadi was unknown to him prior to the 19th of June. This we see in the proceedings of 28 November 2023, page 40, Brigadier Ginila at line 9, my lord. Then in the morning, I was informed by Sergeant Mokhani that indeed accused number 2 was taken to Colonel Rapadi at Morocco. My lord, it is also important to mention that Colonel Rapadi also was independent from these investigations. Furthermore, that I have never worked with him in my entire career.
As the conference my lord, you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If I'm cross-examining a witness, as Ramusepini, no witness will ask me a question because I'll tell them, your counsel will take up those issues in re-exam. I won't entertain a witness to ask me questions. But Mr. Baloyi allows questions to be posed to him, then he responds to those questions. He should have told Ntanzi many months ago, Ramusepini is there, he'll take up issues, I'm not going to debate with you. Hence, we are at this stage when Ntanzi now feels at liberty to ask questions to Baloyi because he knows Baloyi is going to answer those questions. That is not the procedure. Hence, I said the dog must wag the tail, not the other way around. If Mr. Baloyi was firm from the beginning to say, I'm not going to entertain questions from you, we will be at this stage at week 10 still cross-examining the witness. That's the court cases.
umzantu Ramusipili ke uyachaza ukuthi ke inkosi enkantolo ke inkinga ukuthi ke umzana Baloyi ke uyamnikeza uNtanzi makabuza imibuzo umzana Baloyi uyayiphendula le mibuzo leyo umzana Baloyi ke kumele athi ke Ntanzi anyangize ngiphendule imibuzo yakho ummeli wakho lodaba lolu uzolibheka ke ingakho namanje sase la namanje sekuyiviki leshumi sokusimela inkantolo ngoba uNtanzi uyazi ukuthi makabuza uBaloyi imibuzo umzana Baloyi naye uzophendula lo mbuzo lo.
Sometimes you get confounded as to on which side is our bread butter. Yesterday, and I'm saying this with the greatest of respect to Mr. Ramusipili, he said in his 30 years of practice, a witness is entitled to ask questions in clarification. Now, when this client says that, he says the state is allowing him to ask questions in clarification. How can we be blamed if his client wants to ask questions in clarification? But my lord, we leave it there. We don't want to get engaged in trivial arguments. We leave it there. It's almost time for the end of the day. We are about to start a new topic. Can we adjourn?
My lord, before we adjourn, just on this aspect of a new topic, I said in the morning, quietly so. Yesterday when we adjourned, we were told we are starting on a new topic. Today we spent about 55 minutes to an hour on asking this witness. Yesterday, Mr. Ntanzi, I said this. Yesterday I said this. And I'm saying this with the greatest respect and honor to this court. Respect to Mr. Baloyi. I once tried to ask one clarification question for Mr. Ntanzi when I had said, tomorrow I'm going to start on a new topic. I was never allowed to do that. Mr. Baloyi objected and the court backed him up. But today, right now, we are being told tomorrow we are starting a new subject. Lo and behold, tomorrow we'll be back. Mr. Ntanzi, yesterday I asked you this. I'm just saying that so that I'm fair to myself in this court.
My lord, the record will speak for itself. We can traverse the record where Mr. Ramusipili over and over again traverse the same issues. But as I say, we don't really like throwing mud at colleagues, but the report, the evidence in chief will speak for itself. That same issues were canvassed over and over again, but as I say, my lord, we are not the ones to get engaged in those type of arguments. We leave it there.
We still have 15 minutes. We can get into the preliminary new issues. We can just make an introduction to those new issues for the next 15 minutes, and then we can
That's
adjourn.
adjourn, because
Oh, we can adjourn. Thank you.
State is a dominus litus, as you know.
But not in that sense. No. That's the dominant institution.